back. Hope you're ready for your August tarot forecast. Let me go ahead and start shuffling your cards. Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising? Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio Suns, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising? Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising? Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising? Okay, Scorpio, let's pull your cards. Okay, that's weird. I feel like kind of itchy all of a sudden. I don't know why. All right. So in the past, we have the Ace of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the World, the Eight of Swords reversed. Shh, Parker, don't start. And the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Six of Wands, the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lovers. And we have the Page of Wands reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed, the King of Swords reversed, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands reversed. All right, let me make sure that this is showing up on the camera. My new camera setup. Let's see if you guys can see all the cards. Sorry about that. Just want to make sure you guys can see. Good. So, this row will represent the first weeks of August. And also there may be some residual energies from the past coming through, as in like the last month. This will represent the middle of August, and this row will represent the end of August. So first thing I want to note is that I see a lot of fire energy in your reading. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, the King of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. So we've almost represented the entire suit of wands. So there is going to be a lot of creative energy this month for you, Scorpio. I see pentacles, a good number of pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentacles. So money and finances will be very big this month. And then just a handful of swords. I'm seeing like 2 right now. We've got the World and the Lovers, major arcana. So there's going to be some big choices to make this month. In addition, I do see at the beginning of the month something is being wrapped up or coming to completion. Something that may have been ongoing financially for you. I do see you starting a new project or venture and that being very successful. I do see you getting paid for that, and there being a lot of good reciprocity going on. So the balance is, you're very balanced with your finances, and you're very prosperous in whatever you do at the beginning of the month. Yes, I do see that. And maybe towards the end of the first 2 weeks, there will be something that you will be released from. You may be leaving a job, you may be leaving a, getting out of a bad situation. You may be releasing yourself from some toxic environment, or this could even be someone who's getting out of jail, being released from prison. You could feel like you're getting out of a bad situation. Even with words spoken, you may be freeing yourself from toxic, negative words, thoughts, that sort of thing. But I do see some delays around that. You may also be getting some news that is not particularly, the news may be delayed on this for the first week of August, or the first 2 weeks of August, because I'm seeing the Knight of Wands reversed here, next to the Eight of Swords reversed. So I'm thinking there may be some false starts with regards to releasing yourself or getting yourself out of a bad situation. This is also, this is kind of an annoying energy. So I'm just trying to think what that could be. Well, maybe I'll come back to that. I do see you losing an opportunity. If one was presented to you, you may have to turn it down. But that's okay, because you have the Six of Wands. So you're going to be quite victorious this month, no matter what. You will be a leader. You will be walking away proud and with all of your team behind you. I do see you, if this is not you, because you're a water sign. So I do see you working with the CEO of a company, or a very creative man. He could be like the head of a creative department. He might be an entrepreneur. But this man is going to be very good for your business and extremely innovative. He's like the Steve Jobs of the tarot deck. So he's a very good person to have on your side. I also see you very prosperous this month, in the middle of the month especially, with family and money. Your estates will be doing very well. Your investments will be doing very well. You'll be very financially secure. Excellent card. But you do have a big choice to make regarding maybe some of the houses that you own, or some of the property that you own. You may have a choice to make about that. You may be choosing between two life paths. In addition, you may be faced with someone who's choosing between you and someone else for a particular opportunity. But not a bad card at all. Just keep in mind that you are going to have some big choice to make, and you'll make the right one, I'm sure. Now at the end of the month, you do have the Page of Wands reversed. So maybe you were expecting to hear some news, or you're getting a bit impatient. This could also be, someone's child who is acting a brat. Someone could have a kid that's just getting on the nerves of the parent. But this is a very feisty, sort of impatient, frustrating energy. But I don't see it lasting very long. It does leave you feeling a bit out in the cold, and maybe just coming out of some bad financial situation, or could leave you, someone could steal your money, or just make you feel a bit impoverished, either emotionally or financially. Yeah, so stay away from that person. Also, I don't like this guy. He is a bit too forceful with his energy, and this to me is manifesting as like a fight between two people where they just aren't communicating, because you've got the fire sign and the air sign, and usually when you get fire and air and this card in the middle, it just means like the energies aren't mixing well. But I do see you holding on to your idea, or holding on to your money, holding on to what you have, and not wanting to let go. And then at the end of the month, we have a fire sign woman. Normally upright, she's a pretty awesome lady, but she's a bit, she's a little catty. She's a little mean when she's reversed. But, you know, don't pay any mind. I wouldn't pay much mind to her. It could just be someone that, you know, is imposing her views on you, or she's gossipy, or she just this really, yeah, these two people really aren't very nice at all. And hold on to, don't, if you're thinking about keeping either of them in your life, you might want to think twice, because I'm not getting good vibes from these people. So something at the end of August, I don't know if you're going to be dealing with a group of people that just don't get along. It could be family. In general, I'm getting like, they leave you feeling like insecure, and then like you just want to hold on to what you have, and you don't want to share anything with them. You're not really ready to open up to them. So you're holding on even tighter maybe to what you have. You don't really want to get yourself involved with them. But I'd see some really good things happening in the middle of August here, towards the end of the middle of August. And also, if you were in a tight situation, I do see you getting some delayed news about getting out of that situation, and you can start to relax your mind. I think the negative thoughts are gonna start to dissipate, because you're getting some closure on a situation here. And we have a lot of people in your reading this month. You know, I do see a lot of people showing up here, a lot of creative people, some not so creative. There's at least one guy in your reading here that I shudder to think of his personality. But let me get on with your tarot, with your oracle reading. Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio? Scorpio for the month of August. Spirit, okay, I got a bunch of cards just fall out here. Well, I can only pick one. Oh, I got 2 upright, 3 upright. Well, that's a first. I'll just have to read all of them to you. So the cards that I got are Wave of Power, Experiments, and Time and Tide. So this is going to be an extra interesting reading, since all of these came up upright. Time and Tide is about oceanic spells and rituals. And Wave of Power is a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. Experiments says manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, arrogance. Wow. All right, well, I'll just put them here so you can see them. Okay, so card 42. Wave of Power. This card, this oracle card that came up for you. It is time for you to seek out and optimize the power of natural cycles. As a great wave of power is gathering, and instead of being a voyeur as it passes by, watching and observing as you have so often done, you can now catch this wave, rise up high, and find yourself traveling and moving at a great pace through the many changes you have long sought to make. This is a time of triumph, of harnessing and directing, of asserting your will and knowing what it is you want. The power is gathering. It will be here soon. Decide now what it is you want, for you can move in the direction of dreams and succeed at this amazing, impressive time. Rise up, because you too have power and you too are a part of this great cycle. It is a glorious time to participate and be at the forefront. Feel the force within you match the power that approaches you. Together, when fused, there can be a great time of progress and magic. And so this next oracle card that you got, let me read that for you. Experiments. Looking into GM food, cosmetics, products, and food sources developed with genetic manipulation and experimentation. All experiments are not bad, but many are cruel. When humans use other creatures for their own selfish purposes, they lose the very part of themselves that is most beautiful and noble. Many claim ignorance or have been persuaded that experimenting on animals is necessary for human health and well-being. You are now awakening and seeing the connections between all life forms. You are awakening to the wrongness of seeking to understand something by taking it apart, and most often without consent. Separating families, tribes, colonies of creatures for purposes that are selfish and cruel. This took place in Atlantis, and the mermaids witnessed this with the creatures of Lemuria and the animals who were often torn apart on tables as if they were unable to feel. We need to step in, all of us, and change it. It is happening again. That's why we're talking to you now. Interesting message for some of you who are becoming more food conscious. And then the final card that I drew for you that fell out was Time and Tide. Let's look and see what that says. It's card 18. It is time for a well thought through act of connection, a ritual or spell with the realm of mer-beings, with the sea and her creature. When done with great formality and mindfulness, many acts can become magical and reconnect us to the sacred within us and outside of us. You may wish to ritually bathe in a tidal pool, which could be a naturally formed rock pool, or a sacred bath time you create for yourself. As you bathe in the sacred healing pool, allow the pool and the water to drain away anything that must be left behind for you to go forward again. To go to your own personal high tide, at change of tide. The saltwater crystals will drag through your auric layer, clearing and cleansing, leaving you feeling light and free, yet very present and clear. The warm waters of the tidal pool make them mermaidenly goddess pools of healing, right on the seashore, the amniotic fluid of rebirth for you to be freed from. Or you may wish to create sandcastles or mandalas or sculptures near the tide line. We can shape into the sand, itself an energy field of tiny sparkling crystals, representations of what we wish to see taken away and cleared, or what we wish the Sea Mother to take into her cauldron and help you manifest. It may be time to work with generic runes, which have a great history of being drawn into the sand as messages to the great sea beings of all kinds. What is most important is that you act. Wow, what a beautiful set of messages, Scorpio. And I have a feeling that each of these is going to resonate with different Scorpios this month. So some of you may be at the full force of your creative vision or cycle and able to manifest. Some of you may be doing some research into food and starting to be more careful about the types of food that you're ingesting and where your food comes from. And some of you may be doing some rituals, some cleansing rituals this month to help release some negative energies and clear your path for a brighter, sunnier future. So all really strong, powerful messages, and I would really recommend watching my Healing with Minerals video on pink Mangano calcite, which actually resonates with this particular card. Time and tide, I'll offer some information on this video if you want to delve further into some cleansing rituals that you can do along with this stone. Well, Scorpio, thank you so much for letting me read your cards this month, and I hope you guys have a wonderful month of August, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing. I hope you have a great month. Bye.